still a hidden gem in 2026. I lived in Laos for 1 month and I want to share with you my insights. So let me share with you the tips and tricks. Stay until the end because I'm going to have a rating where I'm going to rate the cost of living, the work and workability and all this what I listed here, and how is it for nomads, couples or backpackers. I'm not going to say about coffee shops here that much and restaurants because everybody have their subjective opinion, but I'm going to providing you a Google Docs where I'm going to have the maps and everything information about Laos for free. It's just you go to my drive and you see my Google document about everything what you need to know, what restaurants I have been, what I tried, and you can get it from there to your list. And maybe in the B-rolls I cut some restaurants or maybe I mention one or two, but I don't want to mention that much because it's a long guide, so I cannot listing everything. And let's start with my first point is the basic informations about Laos or Laos. It depends how you want to say it. I say it like Laos. Laos is between China and Thailand, so it's really special in a way because they have Chinese culture and they have this Thailand, Southeast Asian vibe, but it's a mix of China and Southeast Asia. Talk about the visas. So this is our first point. So the visa to Laos is the visa for Laos is $40, and you can have e-visa, but I believe for us it didn't work. So what you can do that you take with yourself either keep is their money or cash US dollars and pay it there is no problem. We paid there also the day when we arrived, so arrival visa. But keep it in mind that they do have ATM there, but it's really bad. So it's better if you take with yourself US dollars. Always take with yourself cash. In Laos, cash is a king, so take with yourself the dollars. So Laos is really famous about the adventures and for backpackers, and it has a beautiful nature. So if you are deciding where to go next, I would suggest to go to Laos because it's so beautiful and it is really a hidden gem. So I already told you it is a hidden gem because not crowded, less people, but I will get to the negative side to Laos later. So let's continue with this, what I want to tell more about the basic information. So I already told you the cash is king and about transportation. So in Laos, you can rent a car or a bike. So and you can take a train. So what we did that when we were in Vientiane, we used Uber or not Uber. They have Grab in Southeast Asia, so you can use Grab. It's pretty much the same like Uber, and you can go by the high-speed train. But which one is connecting Vientiane, Luang Prabang, and Vang Vieng. So these are the places mostly what you want to visit. They have on the north a place where you can go also, but I believe the train not going there, so it's a little bit more complicated to go there. We didn't go, but if you want, you can go to the north to the mountains. And in Laos, they have for transportation train, bus, Uber, and you can rent a bike usually for $4 to $7 a day or maximum $8 a day. So what we did for transportation that we took the high-speed train to these places and there we rented a bike. It's really easy. You just have to take your passport and you have to keep a copy with you because they do have many scams in Laos. So this would be one of the negative things what I want to talk about. But so one of their scams that you give your passport to them and then when you come back they say that you damaged the motorbike and then they keep your passport and you cannot go anywhere and you are stuck. So what you should do that always give your other ID or a copy of your passport. Never give your passport to nobody in Laos. And yes, that is one negative thing what I will talk about later. So this is in Laos. I think transportation is pretty easy because of this train. And let's get back to this train. This train is cheap and online you can reserve. Go there, you have to remember that you have to keep your aerosol, and so when you go there you cannot take with yourself aerosols, e-cigarettes, and anything what it can burn, so they will take away your e-cigarettes also, and I believe it's illegal in Laos, the e-cigarettes, so keep it in mind when you want to take with yourself. Oh, and you cannot take with yourself knives, so it's like an airport, so no knife, aerosol, no cigarettes. And that is the basic information. So yes, cash is the king, high-speed train is a must, and they speak in Lao. Also, yeah, they do speak many times in English. So I somehow we have this experience that they do understand English, or they, if they not understand, with hands they talk, so it's easy to get around, and I think it's pretty easy. Time to visit is from November to February because that is the dry season, but obviously December is more expensive. So if you want, you can visit in April. This is not the most not the hottest. July is the hottest, and there the prices are lower, so keep it in mind if you are a backpacker or solo traveler. In the April and May it's cheaper. Okay, but it can be raining. So about clothing in Laos. So in Laos, you don't see how I am, but usually you should wear airy clothes and not showing your shoulder and ankle, and no, not ankle, knees that much. So be respectful about their religion, about their culture, that they're not showing their body that much. So usually when you want to go in a Buddhist temple, you have to wear clothes which is not showing off your body. And in Laos I didn't see women showing their body that much, so I think you should keep in mind that when you go to night markets and places like this, they're not really showing off their booty or body that much. And also their religion is Buddhist, so mostly in the country the people are Buddhist, and that I think that's why they are so nice and welcoming with people. So let's go to my second point, which is Vang Vieng. So we have visited Vang Vieng, Luang Prabang, and Vientiane. As I told you, there is a place in the north where you can go also, but as I told you, we didn't go there, but I'm sure it's not that hard to go there, but that I'm not going to cover. I'm going to cover right now first Vang Vieng, and I want to tell you that when you are in Laos, you should stay like 1 to 2 weeks at least. And Vang Vieng is where they have the beautiful lagoons. I believe they have 5 lagoons. I visited 3 lagoons. You rent a bike and in one day you can go around. Just keep it in mind that the roads are quite bad, so if you are not an experienced driver, it's better to hire a taxi or a bumpy car, something like this the name. And I I want to tell you that Laos is an adventurous place, so they don't have hiking trails that much developed and roads developed. So it's definitely, that's why backpackers love this place, young people, because it's full of fun and it's not regulated that much. But yeah, in my opinion, it's still quite safe. So I would say it's a safe place. So in Vang Vieng, what you can do, you can visit the beautiful lagoons, you can take a hot air balloon tour, and also you can go to the famous Instagram place Nam Shang viewpoint. I made a video here, so I'll link it in the description if you want to see a vlog. But yeah, you can make an Instagram picture and swim in lagoons, and it's really cheap, really cheap. But I don't want to say my guide that go to Laos because it's cheap. Go to Laos because it's beautiful, beautiful, and the people are really nice. And also, yeah, if you want to know it's cheap, so the entrance fees are usually $1, sometimes like 20 cents. And also, so in Vang Vieng they have many caves. You can visit caves. They have river where you can take kayaks. So the activities and adventures are full. They have a lot. This is a must to go there when you are young or when you want to have fun. So this is Vang Vieng, and really beautiful. They have big stones. No, they have big hills from stones, and when you just see the view with the lush nature, with the lush jungle and the stones, and it's so beautiful. It's like an Avatar movie when you see it. If I'm thinking that, I'm almost crying. Is that so beautiful? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Luang Prabang is also, it makes me cry. It's so beautiful, Luang Prabang, but it's more chill, like a colonial French city. So I don't want to talk about Laos history that much. First of all, it's sad. Secondly, is too many people wanted to rule them, so I don't want to list them. But now I just want to say that French people was one of they colonized by French people. So the city is beautiful and so calm. It's like you can walk around, see the monks working there. Again, it's full of nature around there, nice people. I was really calm. There is a nice place. I would say Vang Vieng is more for backpackers, and Luang Prabang I would say more for couples. Luang Prabang also my favorite. I think this point in my video you can tell I'm in love with Laos. It's really one of my favorite places. I get goosebumps when I'm talking about Laos, and so they have a beautiful place, Kuang Si Falls. Oh my god, crystal clear water, waterfalls, beautiful nature, happy people, Lao people doing barbecue there. It's like it's out of a dream. You see, like not a dystopia but a utopian place. See, there people, even they don't have money, they still enjoy life. Really, I have goosebumps. I think you don't see, but oh, it's so beautiful place. I want to go back later. And yes, it has this spiritual energy, Laos. I think even though the bombings, the colonization, Thai people, always they fighting with each other. China, it's people so strong, but and happy and spiritual. Yeah, this place is truly has a spiritual energy. So again, by the way, again you can rent a bike and go around. It's totally safe. And about that's all. It's just you have to enjoy and chill in this place and have fun. So I would say this place is more for couples. Let's go to my next. My next point is Vientiane. Many people forget about Vientiane, but we lived there and we actually traveled to all these other places because as a digital nomad we find cheap places to stay there, and we find cheap, comfortable places to to stay there. And I know Vientiane is so boring and there is nothing to do really, but that's the thing, nothing to do, so you can really enjoy and relax and chill a little bit. Again, people are nice, and I really enjoyed when we rented a bike. You can rent a bike, you can bike around, and we hop into monasteries, and you can just walk inside and see the young monks walking around there saying hi to you. So really you can just go to this closed world there. So I really enjoyed my time in Vientiane. They have museums where you can go, where you can learn their history. They have night markets are fun. So also many people love this place because you can party a lot, and beautiful buildings, architectures, culture, food, good food. So And I think so you should stay there 1 or 2 days, because you should go to the night markets and party, and they have there the Mekong River, and sit there, drink a wine, a beer or coffee, and see the beautiful sunset there. I think the best sunsets what I have seen in my life, it was in Vientiane. I don't know why the sun is just so red and is near to the river. Beautiful, beautiful place. So that was all the places what I have been visited. Oh, and when you go to Vientiane, 1 day trip is you should go to the Buddha Park, which has they have many sculptures about Buddha, and they have a pumpkin building which is fun but claustrophobic. And again, just enjoy. I think this guide is for from me. I cannot tell you that much places to visit. It's just because Laos was just you go with the flow and it's so relaxed, so you don't plan everything every time, because people also so relaxed. It's like if you go there, sometimes we had that the place was not open, so they say they are open at 5 and then they open at 7. So it's like a relaxing place. You should not, also you should not plan everything like every second to do. Just go with the flow, go to places, go to the nature, enjoy. That's my tip for you to Laos, to enjoy nature. So I want to talk about the food. I haven't mentioned, yes, coffee shops, restaurants that much, because I didn't have a one perfect restaurant. Or like the gastronomy is good, but we did went there after Thailand. I mean, I like Lao food, but it's similar to the Thai food, and nothing was outstanding in my mind. There was not a restaurant outstanding, or there was not a coffee shop outstanding, what I would mention. But in my other guides, probably I mention you more. For example, in Tokyo or these places. But I think the food was pretty basic but good. And you can try street food there in Laos, but it's a little bit dirty sometimes, so keep it in mind that it's not that clean like in Thailand. Also in Thailand is many places is kind of dirty, but Laos is less clean than Thailand, so keep that in mind. I want to talk about safety. So safety, like many scammers, and they have a Chinese mafia, Lao mafia, so they do have I cannot say the words on YouTube, but then when they take someone out of their wheel to somewhere for chai they have. But this is most like one of the dangerous places is near to China and Lao border, where they do that. Obviously don't go there. But Lao, I would say, like, I find it, of course, the touristy place is good and safe, but when you go to other places, it's not that safe, to be honest. And also, they have still the unexploded ordinances. They still have some places, so you have to keep in mind this, that when you would wander into places. So when you keep in Luang Prabang on the north, to go to touristic places is okay. But yes, they have many scammers, as I told you, the scam about your passport before, that they take your passport and they don't give back, or sometimes they make that you may took damage of their bike, so make pictures, lot of pictures about that. And sometimes they just give something in your hand, that this is offering a Buddhist monk or like something, but never ever accept nothing, obviously. And of course you can give money, but again, it's like maybe there are many really poor child and maybe they would following you around, but it's your choice that you want to give them or no. So overall, I would say in the end my overall about the safety. But yes, for solo traveler woman, and also about the safety, I want to talk that many times the drinks, alcohol is ethanol. Probably you heard it in the news that they use ethanol, pure alcohol. And a young person watching this, please don't drink free drinks in the hostels because or anywhere because it's just pure alcohol. Let's talk about, as a digital nomad, that how was my experience. The internet was quite good, but I mean in your Airbnb, but you really have to stick and stay in your Airbnb because the coffee shops, they don't have that much for digital nomads, so the infrastructure are not that good for this kind of travelers like in other places. So keep that in mind, that you cannot go to work in coffee shops and things like this. But overall, for digital nomad, I would say is good because you can travel. There is this train, high-speed train, you can rent a bike, and it's fun. So I would say it's fun, but yeah, the safety that is, it's a poorer country than Thailand, and you have to keep that in mind, that if you take your laptops and things like this, they have snatchers. And so what I want to say, so for digital nomads is good. So Laos is good for digital nomads, but if I could go back, I would just go back for travel because it's not that ideal. Okay, so let's see my personal review about Laos, which I think nobody cares that much. But from my experience, I want to tell some pros and cons. So pro is that beautiful, good food, yeah, nature unbelievable, nice people. I forgot to tell that it's quite walkable when you go to Luang Prabang, Vientiane, and all these things. And spiritual place. Cons, what I don't like, and when I make a video about Thailand, I don't like this also, and I cannot say it in YouTube, but what I don't like, when you go to Southeast Asia, to places, and when you go out and you have drinks, and even in Japan, I don't like this, you see like the XX workers, like, and young girls dating older men, and this I don't like it. So to be honest, I hate it. So that's why I wouldn't go back that much with my children, because it's obvious, and you see this old American, British, like German guy dating like 11 years old. So let's see my rating. Random subjective rating. So cost of living, I would say so let's see my subjective rating. So the cost of living, I would say 8. Workability, I would say 6, because there are no coffee shops and nothing where you could go and work, and there is no place to network or meet other digital nomads. Safety, I would say is 6, because you can only visit the touristy places, and there are the other bombs and explosive and other things. People and vibe, I would say is like at least is 8. Food, I would say maybe 8, because I was just thinking about Japan, that is and adventures, I think is a 10. This is a 10. So overall, let's see, for nomads, I would say is like 6 or 7, 6.5, because of the Wi-Fi and okay, coffee shops, like not that much places. Couples, I would say at least is an 8, because there are many couple activities, and it's fun, it's not boring. Backpackers, I think is a 10. As you can see, Laos is like as you can see, I think Laos is for backpackers a lot, but I love Laos. So overall, it's getting a 7.6. which is good, I think. And Laos, yes, it's still a hidden gem in 2026, and you should go. I know right now is on Instagram another place is Kyrgyzstan, and these places are really popular. So now you should go to Laos and see for yourself, because probably not that much people are going. I hope you like my guide, and I'm going to link my Google Docs in the description or in the comments, I will see. And I hope to see you next time. Subscribe for more guides, and I'm now living in Mexico, so I'm going to share about my life more here about that.